Hello friends, good morning. In previous lecture we learned to draw the velocity time graph. Clear? In this lecture we will learn to draw the velocity time graph for the object moving with accelerated motion. Okay? Now with that velocity time graph for a uniformly accelerated motion. Okay. In this we will draw the velocity time graph for the object which is uniformly accelerated. Okay. Now we take two axes x and y. We take time at x axis, time in second, and velocity in meter per second at y axis. Clear? The object moving with accelerated motion means it will moving with increasing speed, but uniformly means every second there will be a certain change in its speed. And this change will be continued in same interval of time. Okay? We see that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are seconds. Time is seconds. And here the velocity 5 meters per second, 10 meters per second, 15 meters per second, 20 meters per second, 25 meters per second, and so on. We'll take that the object starts with rest and its velocity becomes 5 meters per second in first second, and in next second it will become 10. In next second it will become 15, in next second it will become 20, and in next second it will become 25. Means every second there is change of 5 meters per second. Okay? Now the position will be here after 1 second, after 2 seconds the object will be here, this will here. If we write the coordinates, it will show 1, 5. Means after 1 second the velocity of object will be 5 meters per second. After 2 seconds the velocity will be 10 meters per second. After 3 seconds it will be 15 meters per second. After 4 seconds it will be 20 meters per second. Okay? When we join these points, we get a straight line. Okay? Here. Something here. We get a straight line. This straight line has a slope with the time axis. Means from this graph it is clear that when we draw the velocity time graph for an object moving with accelerated motion, then it will become a straight line. Now we take 2 points here. The first point at A and the second point at B. This will show the position V1 and this will show here the position V2. Here when we draw the perpendicular, it is time t1 and it is time t2. Here we take this point as D and this point as C. We draw perpendicular from A at AG. Okay. Now the time interval between the points D and C, it will be equal to T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1, and this between G and P means here these 2 points we take it as E and F. The distance between E and F will show the change in velocity. It will be here this length equal to V2 minus V1. Okay. Now acceleration equal to, we know that acceleration equal to, by definition, change in velocity, change in velocity upon time taken. Time taken. Here, the change in velocity between the interval t1 to t2 is v2 minus v1, and the time interval is t2 minus t1 equal. Now the angle is given by A equal to v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1, and we say that v2 minus v1 is represented by bg. We can write here v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1 equal to bg, and t2 minus t1 is ag. This is ag. Clear? So bg and ag, because velocity time graph is making an integration theta with time axis here, then tan theta equal to bg upon ag. Hence we can write it tan theta equal to a equal to v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1 equal to bg upon ag. Means it concluded that the slope of velocity time graph with time axis gives the acceleration of the object. Okay. Now we know that the area under the velocity time graph, gives the displacement here between the point A and B. The area will be A, B, C, D. Displacement equal to area under the velocity time graph, and time axis for velocity is v1 to v2. We take it A, B, C, D. Area of ABCD. Area of ABCD. Now this area can be divided into 2 parts. First, right angle triangle AGB, and second, a rectangle AGCD equal to area of right angle triangle ABC plus area of rectangle AGCD. Okay. So area of right angle triangle is 1 by 2 Base into height. Base is AG. Base is AG into height. Height is BG. Plus area of rectangle, length into breadth. Length into breadth means here GC into CD. GC into CD. Okay? This will be equal to the displacement. This will be equal to the displacement. Okay? In this way, we can calculate the distance covered by the object, or for a moving straight line, displacement equal to the 1 by 2 AG into BC means the area of triangle plus area of rectangle. Okay. Now, velocity time graph for uniformly retarded motion. Velocity time graph for uniformly retarded motion means when the velocity of the object is decreasing, this graph will be this type: O, X, Y. Here time in second, here velocity in meter per second. Means in initial condition, the object is moving with high velocity, and after time interval, it reaches to 0. Means the graph will be this type. The graph will be this type. This shows uniformly retarded motion. Uniformly retarded motion. Okay. The velocity time graph for non-uniformly accelerated motion. Second, velocity time graph for non-uniformly accelerated motion. This will be a curve. This will be a curve. Okay. Here time in second. Here velocity in meter per second. When we draw the graph between non-uniformly accelerated object and between time, then it will be a curve. Here, this will show non-uniformly accelerated motion. Clear? Now, we consider that when the object is moving with uniform velocity, then velocity time graph will be parallel to time axis. Second, when the object is moving with accelerated motion, uniformly accelerated motion, then it will be a straight line, and the slope of velocity time graph and the time axis will give the acceleration of the object. When the object is moving with non-uniformly accelerated motion, then the graph will be a curve, and when the object is moving with retarded motion, then the graph will be like this, as we represent in the left earlier. Okay, O, X and Y, velocity meter per second and time in second. Okay, in this way, this representation of velocity time graph is completed. In next video we will discuss another topic. Thank you.